Hey everyone, we are going to do yoga in this video, and it is with our trusty bed table. This is a laptop table from Amazon and it has been a lifesaver for work and food and reading and typing and yoga. I know quite a few of you have invested in one of these or have one of these. So I'm going to show you some poses that we can incorporate the bed table to protect us and to also aid in our alignment and generally just relax into the poses if we are struggling. These tables tend to have adjustable legs, so you can either raise them up, which is obviously going to be easier because there's less of you, less to pull, or you can have them low, which obviously makes the poses a little bit more challenging. So we are going to take off this little thing on the end of the table because it gets in our way. So we are going to do a yoga little sequence that we can do at night times, which is basically going to help us calm our minds and just stretch out the body. So take your bed table, however high or low you want it, and we are going to place a nice comfy blanket, pillow, cushion over the top, just so it's a little bit more relaxing and comfortable to lean on. And we are going to take it onto our right side, just like that. So we're going to come into an easy pose where it is just literally one foot in front of the other. If that's uncomfortable, you can cross your ankles or you can stay outstretched as well. So whatever's comfortable. If you have a tight back, hips or dodgy knees, you can place pillows under the knees, or you can sit on a pillow as well, just to elevate your hips, where it can just be a little bit more easier to keep the back straight. So we're going to take some slow in breaths in, just to relax and center ourselves. And breathe out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Feel your mind just slowly calm down, and then we are going to go inhale and lift our arms, stretch the arms, and then just wiggle. So we're going to release the tension in our body from the day. So if you want to move, if you want to wiggle, if you want to bend, stretch, anything that makes you feel better, do it. We're going to place our right hand on top of our table. We are going to take our left hand up and over. Now I know everyone has seen me do this pose because it is one of my favourites. There are some key elements here that you need to look out for. Don't keep the ear and the shoulder kissing. You want to take the shoulder back and down and the ear far, far from the shoulder. Again, on this side as well, people will, in further forwards, will try to raise the shoulders. So shoulders down and stretch. You might find you want to lift that left hip as well, so try to root it into the bed if you can. If you can only come here, it's fine. And just breathe and stretch, and then we're going to exhale down, and then again inhale, up and away, and exhale down. One more time. Inhale, breathe, you can wiggle and move, and exhale and down. You'll feel the nice stretch there, but also on the back and the shoulders as well. And then we're going to swap the arms. Take your left arm onto the bed and the right arm up and over the head. And remember, ear away from the shoulder as much as you can. Another thing is drawing that belly to the spine as well. Some people will arch forward, some people will lean back. Just try to be rooted. Again, right hip down. Inhale, exhale down. and then inhale and exhale down. Just moving will just basically circulate the blood and the oxygen in the body, but also will warm up the muscles as well, so we're not overdoing it. And exhale down, release. You will feel all the circulation tingling from fingertips all the way down to your spine, which is a sign of it's working. So from here we are going to do camel pose, which is stretching out the front of our chest and the shoulders. Now a lot of people will struggle with this. This is the modified version. So we are going to come onto seated again. If you're cross-legged, swap the legs over, because we always seem to have a dominant leg, which we would prefer. And I'm terrible at that, which makes one of your hips out of balance. So camel pose, as we know, is where we take our hands behind us and look up. A lot of people can't do that with neck issues or shoulders. So we are just going to basically just lean on this table and relax. So again, don't collapse the neck into the shoulders. You want to stretch them up and out as much as you can. Breathe. And if you have no neck issues, you can look up. Now, so many people will compress the back of the neck to look up further. You don't want to do that. You still want to lengthen the neck and the back of the head. So draw the chin slightly into your neck, and everyone's going, but I'm going to have a double chin. It's fine. No one's looking. So lengthen and then look up. Again, take the shoulders down and you will feel that nice stretch. And we take the right ear to the right shoulder. Feel that release all the way down the left side. Inhale and come up, and exhale down to the left side. Feel the stretch on the right side. And from here, we're just going to slowly take the chin into the chest. Breathe. You feel the nice release at the back of your neck, and roll it over to the right and back up to centre. And if you're one for suffering with headaches, take your right ear over the right side. I'm splatting. And then inhale and then exhale over to the left. These are great ones to do if you are driving or sat at a computer, or even lying in bed for quite a while, because obviously lying and compressing our neck, it doesn't get a lot of circulation and oxygen to the brain, which can cause headaches. Just keep moving with your breath slowly. If you've got fibro as well, these are brilliant, because we are moving, you're not stiffening up the joints, so you're actually warming them up and bringing lots of nutrients to each of the sore aching points. So they are brilliant to do, but make sure you do them slowly and often and regularly during the day or night and evening as you can. If you do it once, don't really have much benefit, because you're doing it once and then your body gets cold and forgets about it. So it really is, prevention is better than cure when it comes to things like this. So we're going to come back up and we're going to do a version of cat and cow, which works the spine and the backs of the legs. Now we can do it in lots of different versions. I'm going to be doing it in between. Now some of you must know that I do it either cross-legged, as we just were, with our hands on the knees. Sometimes you can do it on all fours, which is great on the mat. You can do it on the bed as well. Sometimes it takes a little bit more of effort, and sometimes we're tired or got bad knees, so we are doing it a different sort of way. We are going to place our forearms shoulder width apart on the bed, and we are just going to raise the chest up and stick your bottom out basically, and then as you exhale we are going to roll and hold on to the end of the table. You will feel the stretch right out between the shoulder blades and down your arms. Inhale, raise the chest, breathe, and then exhale, slowly roll, straightening out the back, keeping your belly button drawn into the back of the spine. It protects any back issues that you may have. Inhale, stretch, 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 and exhale. And roll. And you can even move side to side if you want. You will find in time that you will work with your body, and if your body says to move that way, move that way. If it decides to want to stay here and hold, just breathe and stay there and hold. There is no rules with yoga. Even what I'm doing now, if you're copying or watching, you know, you don't have to do this in order. You do not have to do it as I'm doing it. You don't have to move with the breath. You can hold it, you can slow it down even more, or you can make it quicker if you want. So we're going to come back up and come back into our seated position. You should feel nice and warm, and your spine, again, if you get any tension, just release. We're just working out any tension. These are great to do any time of the day or night, but I find this really helps me sleep better because it's taking away all that tension out of the body. So there's no stiffness, there's no achiness, and you can just kind of flop into bed and be just nicely calm. We're going to take one big in-breath. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through and out through the mouth. There is so much to do with the breathing, and I get asked so much about in and out through the mouth and the nose, and basically I find through the nose is better for health and for reasons, but sometimes through the mouth it's just easier to do sometimes, and it does take more relaxing. So we are going to go into a forward bend. This is the hardest one that I find and I struggle with daily. It works and lengthens out the backs of our thighs and legs and calves and feet and everything else. So we are going to take the feet and the legs underneath our table, just like that. Sit on a pillow if you need to be higher than the hips. It makes it a little bit easier to bend. So you're going to bring the table wherever is comfortable for you. Now just wiggle and then slowly start to bring the feet back towards you. You will feel a nice stretch at the backs of your legs. Release. Keep the knees soft under there. We don't want to tense them up. Protection of the kneecaps. You can just wiggle the legs just to release tension and wiggle the toes. There's always something to do in yoga. So from here, we are just going to relax the knees and the feet. Normally in yoga, the proper way is to keep the feet back to you. But we're trying to relax and calm, and it's quite hard. So we're going to bend forward, and so many people will bend from their chest and their waist because they seem to want to go further down. Try not to. It's easier, and proper form is to lead with the chest rather than round the spine. So you are going to fold from the hips, keeping the back straight. If this is as far as you can go, that's great. So just bring the table as near to you as comfortable and just hold it here. Again, you can wiggle. You will release that tension in the hips and the backs of the hamstrings. wiggling. Inhale and lift. And exhale, see if you can fold a little bit more. And again, wiggle, jiggle, shimmy. Anything you want. Again, inhale and then exhale further. And if you can try to rest your head finally onto your forearms and your wrists. Take that nice big in-breath. Shoulders away from the ears. And slowly roll up on an inhale. Do some little feet circles. It's really strong for the back of the hamstrings, and it's one area that kills me every time I do yoga. So from here we are going to do a little twist just to detox our insides and to massage the digestive system. So from here, just normal, keep those knees lightly bent. We are just going to turn and place our left hand on the edge of the mat, right hand just behind you, keeping the shoulder down away from the ear, and keep the neck loose and long. So many people will try to turn and look over. It's not important. What's important is that it feels good and you feel a nice relaxing stretch. Inhale and come back to the centre, and then exhale, swap hands, left behind you, right on the edge of the table, and breathe. Again, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe and twist. Twist from the waist as opposed to the shoulders first. So twist from the waist and then twist from the shoulders. So basically like you're wringing out a towel. And inhale and come back from centre. You can do cat-cow in this pose as well. So stretch out those shoulder blades and come back up, snook up and back to centre. Just relax. Take breathers in between poses just to see where your body is feeling a little bit more tight or whether the tight areas have got a little bit looser. I always find I can feel like my body is getting lighter as I do yoga, and then if there is any heaviness or aches and pains, I then know what pose to do next. So from here we are going into a relaxation. It's very simple. We are going to use this bed table, and we are going to raise it up if I can. So as you see, my laptop table works just like that. So again, there is 4 levels of height that you can use on this table. We are going to do the highest if we can, and we are going to place our lovely warm blanket over if she can. It's the end of the day. And we are going to come into a lion position. So bring the bottom as close to the table as you can and come onto your side. So we are going to do this professionally, not swinging your legs around. So we're going to come down onto our sides, and then slowly we are going to place our feet, you might have to wiggle and jiggle, into a variation of legs up the wall pose. So take the hands down beside our bodies, palms up, fingers spread lightly, walk the shoulders down from the ear again, Relax the belly this time. Let the feet open wherever they're comfortable, and just close your eyes and breathe. This pose is brilliant for tired legs, for swollen ankles. It helps the heart rate calm down because the body's not pumping so much blood up the legs. You can stay here for as long as you want to, just relaxing and breathing. If you find you get cramp in any of the legs, you can do the foot circles and then just slowly bring one into your chest and just lightly do some circles with it, just to bring the circulation around. And then place it back down. And let's do the other one because it doesn't want to feel left out. So let's just do some hip rolls. These are great for arthritis in the hip because, again, it keeps the joint from stiffening up and being sore. Again, often is better than once a week. So just wiggle, relax and breathe.